All right, we're about 10 minutes after 7 o'clock right now on your Tuesday morning, July the 1st, and time to check what's trending with Ryan PC Trumbull. So good morning.
Good morning, you guys. So our first story comes to us by Facebook, as it sort of tends to. You know, after a celebrity's son was arrested for doing something very similar to what his father was once known for doing. Robert Downey Jr.'s son, his name is Indio, was arrested on Sunday on drug possession charges. Indio Downey was a passenger in a car that was stopped by police in West Hollywood. He was found with what officers believed was cocaine and a pipe. Now, his father, of course, Robert Downey Jr., had several well-publicized issues with drug addiction back in the 90s. And he went through treatment several times before finally getting clean in 2001. Robert Downey Jr. issued a statement saying, unfortunately, there's a genetic component to addiction, and he said he was grateful to the Sheriff's Department for their intervention. And it was just interesting when I was going over the story because, for me, I've never known a Robert Downey Jr. who had those problems because I don't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't?
I don't. I mean, maybe
you
I
remember
was.
Iron Man.
I remember Iron Man as like the start of my Robert Downey Jr., like Iron Man and then Sherlock Holmes.
I remember it, I don't know if it was when I was in high school, but maybe late 80s. He was a character in this movie, Less Than Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And that ended up becoming, it's like, wow, that really was Robert Downey Jr.'s life for a while.
And I think maybe because you were younger, that's what everybody did know him as. But he's really overcome that.
And
he's,
to see
I
the
don't think
turnaround
of
he's
him
made.
as that anymore.
Exactly, yeah. But I remember when Iron Man, came out, people were kind of hailing it as a comeback, to him as a legitimate actor and stuff like that. And to me, it's just crazy that there was ever a time where he wasn't considered that.
And my takeaway from this was, I didn't even know he had a child.
I had no idea either.
And then to read that he was in his 20s, I mean, because I guess Robert Downey Jr., I don't think he's 50 yet, so he's in his 40s. So, and I always, my kids are so young that I forget that I physically could have had children that now would be in their 20s.
And I thought he must have more than one because I think he has a younger
I think
child.
he does. I think there's another one.
But to have one in the 20s, like you said, I
that
didn't
caught me
realize
off guard. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. So.
Well, hopefully, since they do know, and even Robert Downey has admitted that there is a genetic component to the addiction, that they'll be able to get help and hopefully sort of nip that one in the bud.
Absolutely. And to be honest, who knows? I mean, they didn't catch him doing any drugs. He was just in a car with drugs there. So hopefully it's nothing. But we'll see. So, of course, time for World Cup date. Now, we're not going to talk about a game that's happened. We're going to talk about a game that is going to happen this afternoon. Of course, the United States will face off against Belgium. These are excited American fans. There they are, hanging out down in Brazil. Now, if we win, we'll move into the quarterfinals of the World Cup for the very first time since 2002 and just the third time in history. And now, of course, that's going to air this afternoon at 4 on ESPN. I won't be able to stay up for that, but I know that Bob. What do you think of this game, Bob?
I personally, I have us losing. Belgium's just a very strong team.
That's what I've heard.
They haven't lost, right?
They haven't lost yet.
We've won, tied, and
we're 1-1-1.
lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're down some players. We're
we got one back there, right?
Well, Josie Altidore, it's a hamstring pull, and they say that he's available,
but may not be. 100%.
Typically, that's a 6 to 8 week recovery. You know,
and when you're running.
Yeah, and I was going to say, and that's for baseball players and football players that technically have time to where they get to sit.
They can sit.
Soccer players don't get to sit. So if he comes in, which I highly doubt unless they're just in a pinch, he's going to come in late. There's no way he's going to come in.
Is he a forward?
Yeah, he's an offensive guy that they would need.
So he's running the whole field.
Yeah. So no waffles today. No
That's
chocolate today.
Yeah, none of that.
None of the things that hail from Belgium.
Nothing even remotely.
Freedom fries, I'm told her. Okay.
Absolutely. In fact, encouraged. And I read Waffle House is doing doing a promotion for their waffles, sort of as a stand against Belgian waffles.
Yeah, no Belgian waffles. But yeah, it's
American waffles.
American waffles only.
It's interesting too to see, a lot of people think that we've actually just kind of won the cup because we've gotten this far,
which is not real.
Yeah. So I mean, the expectation again was kind of low, but now that we're here.
If you didn't really pay attention to, though, the fact that, okay, they could tie or lose and still be in it, then, I mean, honestly, I thought, oh, they're done a long time ago. And then I went, oh, wait a minute. They're, when you read the headlines and stuff.
And it's been great. There's been, we were talking off air, there's been obviously a resurgence in soccer where now people are talking about missing work. And when's the last time you heard someone say they're going to miss work
for soccer.
For a soccer game? So it is that nice feeling of national pride. So
yeah.
You want to see them do well.
Absolutely.
This is one of those teams that I think they would have rather not faced. In the knockout round, at least the first stage of the knockout round.
Yeah, because now there's not that point system anymore. It's if they lose, they're out.
Yeah, they lose, you get to buy a ticket and go watch the rest.
I'm sure you'll be doing the play-by-play tomorrow, no matter whether they win or lose.
I mean, no matter how you cut it, it's a big game.
Absolutely.
Truthfully. All right.
So for our last story, of course, Gannon, what do you have for us?
Well, we got a little nod to the felines. So we had a run of dog videos from the last couple of weeks. Not every day, but maybe every other day.
Is that
and this is a
adorable?
little Kit Kat, and he's got some hops, doesn't he? And what it is the owner says this kitten is just freaked out by the carpeting. But he likes it because he stays on it.
I thought maybe there was a bug or something, you know, 'cause he's kind of moving, or she, whichever it is moving away from something, but then you kind of wonder, is it just the design?
I think it's a pattern, like
The
maybe
pattern?
he's seeing something that he wants to pounce on. Or
It might be the pattern and his shadow, like that combo is
Oh,
confusing
the
because his shadow's right under him.
Good point. I didn't see that.
Cat person.
Yeah.
I was going to say, this is a video of Roger, is it?
This is absolutely a video of Roger as a kitten.
Oh.
This video is just if you ever want to veg out or just kind of chill out. I mean, I know the cat's doing some pretty dynamic things, but I mean, it really does not require any strong thought. It's just put your brain in neutral and watch this cat hop around
Sometimes
on
you
a
just
on a
need to
carpet.
do that, though.
Yeah. And 200,000 people on YouTube have done that because that's how many clicks this cute little guy has garnered.
Where did you find this, Gannon? This is amazing.
Big Steve suggested it this morning.
Steve.
Had a couple, so let's go with the cat. Because we haven't had too much cat
like it.
representing, and I know you like that, PC.
You need a little house of pain laying under this stuff. We'll
Jump around, yeah. Oh, I love it. And I'll tell you what, it's kind of like the opposite because we were talking earlier. Our dogs, if they get freaked out at anything, it's usually the hardwood.
Yep.
It's not,
Hardwood floors.
the carpet's just a place to chill, but not for that cat. All right, so we were watching the potential for a tropical storm Arthur to form later today, and again, graze our coast, ran down all those impacts last time, and we'll continue to do that as Fox Wilmington continues this morning. But we don't want to, look ahead so much to Thursday that we totally forget about today. Pretty nice summer day on the way with temperatures progressing from the 70s early to the 80s to around 90 this afternoon. Any showers and thunderstorms that pop should be isolated and relegated to the afternoon. We continue after this.